I have a touching story of last month. Um, for the better part of a year now, a friend here locally knew I was doing VR stuff. A lot of my friends since pandemic have like not heard much from me because I went so hard into VR and like kind of not fully disconnecting from IRL, but just learning as much as I could and and creating as many experiences, learning as much as I could. And so this friend about a year ago was like, "Hey, I really want to implement VR somehow into the shows we're doing live." So we started doing this thing, and for lack of a better term, portal events are what we started doing. And so some people got it, some didn't. And a lot of people would probably get discouraged after maybe 6 or 7 months of doing this. And it was this last event, never had this. This is the first time this happened. This girl comes up to me while I'm on the laptop manning the machine and the cameras and, making sure the projector's cool and, that VR can see into IRL, IRL can see into VR. And she's sobbing and she's crying. I was like, "Hey, what's wrong? What's up?" She's like, "I just think it's beautiful what you guys are doing. We're connected with these people and, across the internet, but we're here and all this." So she got it, that switch flipped in her brain. And it's those type of moments I think are going to really get people super interested and not want to leave and dive deeper into, what the special experiences that we have that we're developing here.
I
So
know with the process of Dome being calculated and made, and the idea that a lot of these festivals, I've been kind of feeding into it this year, the past 2 years alone too, that most of the convention spaces are looking to do portal events, the virtual mirror. They're looking to do more within VR because it is not only gaining a lot of traction, and without going into even deeper into this type of rabbit hole, no pun intended, the reason we were just talking about it, but I'm feeding off of other people feeding off of Rafflegator's Marcus on TikTok. But kind of getting back on track with the whole virtual tuber thing, VTuber thing, VR and using technology moving forward to festivals and stuff like that. They want to integrate the portal stuff, but I feel like they're scared to because they don't think that a lot of people are too welcoming to that concept, even though we've already seen it.
One of the things that I think people struggle with is like the concept of portals. I think it's fun. I like this idea that you're exposing the real world to the VR world. I think that I don't know if we'll ever get past this point where people don't get it. In intimate settings, I think it's cool that you can express it. What I think is more important, than having the guests cross these boundaries, is frankly that the entertainers cross these boundaries. So, you talked earlier about how these bigger DJs who are also mainly producers now, that's what fills a festival. This is, what the Shelter guys have done very well. That's how you've seen the reaction that draws a lot of instances because people are interested in these bigger DJs. I think that the bigger opportunity, and I'm going to connect this directly to Dome in a second, is that maybe instead of worrying about bringing the guests into the real world event, maybe the real opportunity is to try and get DJs and performers in simulcasted, so to speak, both in the live event but also in a virtual space. But we need to start as a community. We need to be excited about embracing these kind of things. We need to get behind this. Otherwise, it will always be smaller DJs, bedroom DJs, because the other people, it's not because they don't love what we're doing. It's not because they don't exciting. It's because everyone's got to make a living. Like these people have to go out
well,
there and they have
VR
to
chat
tour in places.
needs to survive too.
And VR chat
VR
needs to
chat
survive
can't
too.
survive forever, without
No.
you know uh source subject money. The VR
Yeah.
chat needs it, most of
Yeah.
all. So